Rhea Ripley and Buddy Matthews may not be working in the same wrestling promotion, but that does not mean the newlyweds cannot spend quality time after work. The exact timeline of their dating life is unknown, but the wrestling couple made their relationship public in 2022 and tied the knot in a lavish all-black themed wedding on June 23, 2024. Earlier today, the married couple took to their Instagram to post a video of themselves competing in the burger eating challenge. As per the rules, the first person to finish one McDonald's cheeseburger, fries, and drink in under a minute will be declared the winner. Buddy Matthews won the challenge with ease, as he was able to finish them all in 55 seconds. Rhea Ripley and Buddy Matthews have been thriving in WWE and AEW, respectively. The chances of seeing them work together are slim to none as of this writing. The House of Black member recently re-signed with All Elite Wrestling, extending his stint for the foreseeable future. While speaking to Jerry Royf last year, Mamie said she could possibly convince her husband to come back to the Stanford-based promotion in the future. That obviously did not happen, but Buddy Matthews has often teased the idea of facing Rhea Ripley's former on-screen boyfriend, Dominic Mysterio. Here's a hypothetical scene that explores the idea of Rhea Ripley facing Buddy Matthews, her real-life husband, in a wrestling match that ends in under a minute. To make it engaging, let's take some creative liberties with the WWE storyline, focusing on the intense build-up, character motivations, and dramatic consequences of such a shocking outcome. The WWE Universe was abuzz with excitement, speculation, and disbelief when it was announced that Rhea Ripley, the indomitable Eradicator, would face off against her real-life husband, Buddy Matthews. Fans knew they'd see a battle of two of the most tenacious athletes in wrestling, each with their own history of dominating their respective divisions. The match seemed like the perfect setup for an unforgettable showdown. However, no one could have anticipated that the match would end in under a minute. In the weeks leading up to the match, the WWE creative team slowly but surely teased tension between Rhea and Buddy. Rhea Ripley had been at the peak of her career, holding the WWE Women's Championship and playing a crucial role in the Judgment Day faction. Her fans admired her as the fearless anti-heroine, a force of nature who took down anyone who dared to cross her. Meanwhile, Buddy Matthews, known for his time in AEW, was cast as the relentless challenger, determined to make his mark in WWE. The story began with simple, subtle interactions that hinted at a professional rivalry between Rhea and Buddy. Social media posts from the couple sparked intrigue, each one hinting that something big was on the horizon. As the rumors gained traction, the wrestling community was in a frenzy. A clash between these two could deliver an unforgettable performance. But the idea of a one-minute match? No one saw it coming. On the night of the showdown, Rhea Ripley entered the ring with her trademark confidence. She was met with roaring applause as she made her way to the ring in her signature leather jacket and heavy eyeliner. Her gaze was unflinching, her demeanor calm and collected as she awaited her opponent. Rhea's music faded, replaced by Buddy Matthews' entrance theme. The arena lights dimmed, and the crowd's anticipation grew as Buddy stepped into the spotlight. With his imposing build and focused gaze, he looked every bit as formidable as his wife. The tension between the two was electric. Before the match started, Buddy and Rhea stood face to face in the center of the ring. They exchanged a few quiet words, inaudible to the crowd but intense in expression. There was respect there, perhaps even a hint of love, but also a palpable competitiveness. Rhea gave Buddy a small smirk, as if daring him to try his best. Buddy responded with a nod, his gaze unbreakable. The bell rang, signaling the start of the match. Rhea circled Buddy with her usual intensity, her fists clenched, looking for the perfect opening to strike. Buddy, too, was ready to make his move, assessing Rhea's stance and searching for an opportunity. But before Rhea could make her first move, Buddy's fist shot out in a blur of motion, catching her squarely on the jaw. The audience gasped as Rhea staggered back, clearly disoriented. Buddy didn't waste a moment. He grabbed Rhea's arm, twisting her into a quick but brutal takedown. With precision and efficiency, Buddy executed a maneuver that left Rhea temporarily immobilized. The referee's hand hit the mat. 1, 2, 3, and just like that, the bell rang, signaling the end of the match. The crowd was in stunned silence, struggling to process what had just happened. Rhea Ripley, the dominant women's champion, had lost to Buddy Matthews in under a minute. The once boisterous arena was now eerily quiet, the air thick with shock. Fans exchanged bewildered glances, unsure if this had been some kind of mistake. As Buddy stood up, he looked down at Rhea with a mixture of pride and concern. Rhea, on her part, was still on the mat, visibly reeling from the rapid sequence of events. She had come into the match with the confidence of a champion, but that confidence had been shattered in mere seconds. The camera zoomed in on her expression, capturing the shock, disappointment, and anger in her eyes. Buddy offered his hand to Rhea, but she hesitated, glaring up at him. Her pride was hurt, and her anger was visible. Finally, she accepted his hand and stood up, brushing herself off as the crowd began to come alive with cheers and chants. But Rhea wasn't smiling. She pulled her hand away from Buddy's and gave him a sharp look, a warning that while they may be married, he was still a rival in that ring. As Rhea walked up the ramp, her expression dark and unreadable, Buddy stood in the ring, watching her retreat. The commentators tried to make sense of the quick defeat, analyzing what it could mean for Rhea's career and her role in Judgment Day. Would she use this loss as a motivation to push herself even harder? Or would it shake her confidence, forcing her to confront a side of herself that she rarely let the world see? Backstage, Rhea's Judgment Day faction members approached her with a mixture of concern and curiosity. Damian Priest and Finn Balor exchanged uneasy glances, aware that their usually fierce leader had just suffered a humiliating loss. Even Dominic Mysterio, who often looked up to Rhea as a mentor and ally, seemed at a loss for words. Rhea brushed them off, determined to process the defeat on her own. She found the quiet corner backstage and replayed the match in her mind, analyzing every second of it. She knew Buddy well, his strengths, his weaknesses, his moves, and yet she had been taken down so quickly. She clenched her fists, her mind racing as she grappled with the implications of the loss. In the days that followed, WWE's social media channels were flooded with reactions to the match. Some fans praised Buddy's skill and precision, while others expressed sympathy for Rhea, who had been on an unstoppable streak until that night. Many questioned whether the loss would affect Rhea's confidence and her standing within Judgment Day. Rhea, however, was not one to back down easily. She issued a statement on social media, vowing to come back stronger and expressing her respect for Buddy's skills. However, her post ended with a cryptic note: "This isn't over." Not by a long shot. As WWE continued to build on the story, fans eagerly awaited news of a rematch. Rhea's pride had been wounded, and she was determined to redeem herself. The WWE Universe was on the edge of their seats as rumors of a rematch began to circulate. This time, however, the stakes would be higher, with Rhea demanding a no-disqualification match to prove her resilience and determination. When Buddy finally responded, he accepted the challenge with a simple yet powerful message: "Be careful what you wish for." This statement sent chills through the WWE community, setting the stage for what would undoubtedly be an explosive clash. The defeat, while swift and shocking, had ignited a new spark in Rhea Ripley. She was no longer content to simply be the eradicator of Judgment Day. She was ready to confront her limits, test her resilience, and prove that she can rise above any obstacle, even one as personal as losing to her own husband. The one-minute match had left a lasting impact on Rhea Ripley's career and personal journey. It served as a reminder that even the strongest among us can fall, but it's in rising again that true strength is found. For Rhea, the defeat was not an end but a new beginning, a chance to push herself beyond her previous limits and reclaim her place as one of the most powerful forces in WWE.